Hi, this is Paul. Plan year 2025 is just around the corner and will usher in many changes for next year's plans. Today, we will look at an overview of those changes and how they will affect you. We'll start by setting the stage for what is driving the changes for 2025. The insurance companies have felt pinched this year and will feel it even more in 2025. Why? Well, they receive smaller payments from CMS. They have experienced a spike in claim costs after COVID, and changes from the Inflation Reduction Act are shifting some of the costs to the insurance companies. For example, they will pay 3 times as much for drug costs in the catastrophic coverage stage than they do this year. Now, we won't feel sorry for the insurance companies, that's for sure, but we know that they will feel the need to modify their plans to recover these costs. So what does all this mean for you? Well, let's start with the good stuff. No more donut hole. The coverage gap stage will be eliminated. Some of you have entered the donut hole and you've watched your drug prices increase drastically. No more donut hole means stable pricing throughout the year. Also, there will be a $2,000 maximum out-of-pocket cost for prescription drugs. So this applies to drugs that are on the company's formulary. And the Medicare prescription payment plan is being introduced. We'll find out more specifics on this at a later date, but if you have a drug that will cost you $600 or more for the year, then you will have an option to spread out those costs over the whole course of the year. For example, maybe you have a standalone prescription drug plan with a $590 deductible. An expensive drug would cost you all that deductible and more even for the first one. So the payment plan would allow you to spread that out instead of spending so much money on that initial cost. Let's move on to the not so good stuff. Some insurance companies may exit the Michigan market. We will still have to see how it all plays out, but there may be fewer choices for you in 2025. Now, we'll still have a good number of plans, but competition is always good, so the more carriers who stay on the market, the better for us. We're also expecting some changes in formulary and tiering as well. So every plan has its own formulary. Now, drug plans must generally cover at least 2 drugs per drug category, but they may not be the specific drugs you take. And so if companies offered more than that, or they had a wider variety, they may limit some of those that would normally be on the formulary. And then also they may be able to push certain drugs into a higher tier to try to recover some of their costs. And then lastly, expect increases in premiums. This is the simplest, most straightforward way for companies to cover their costs. So while we're waiting for these changes to take effect, we are not going to be sitting still. We are going to prepare ahead of time. It is my goal to do as much as possible during this time to ensure that you are prepared in the event that a change would be better for your situation. I don't have the complete plan information for 2025 yet, but I will have it soon, and I will start my comparisons even before I can share the results with you. So I'm asking you to send your updated information via retireflow.com/Paul. That's flow without the W. This will give me your current prescription list as well as an updated scope of appointment. Last year, I spent more time checking prescriptions than anything else, and for 2025, it looks like I'll spend even more time making sure that you have the best fit. Here is the time frame of events moving forward. September. send me your updated information through RetireFlow, email, mail, or even stop by the office. October 1. This is the first day that I can discuss 2025 plan information. That will give me a couple of weeks to be able to contact you before annual enrollment starts to let you know what my research has shown about your particular situation. Of course, if you'd already want to schedule an in-person meeting, then we can discuss that in my office. October 15th, the beginning of annual enrollment period. Now you can officially make any changes for the upcoming year. If you do nothing, your current plan will continue as usual. December 7th, the last day of annual enrollment. So it's the last day of 2024 to make a change for 2025. As always, I'm happy to help with any questions or concerns. Feel free to call, email, or stop by the office. Remember, I am here for you.